Hi folks, I did a little bit of work on the belt buckles today. I did a bit of carving for the quail things. I will say there's two people who are going to get some belt buckles if they want them. It'll be Dale Calder and Paul Life in Thailand. They helped me out with a lot of stuff. Dale sent me some stuff. Paul gave me some advice, and he's a great guy. I have a good laugh with him and Dale as well. So I'm going to do one for them. Could be a quail. Paul, if you want something different, let me know and send me some ideas and I'll do you one. But I did some carving and I made some green sand, and this is the video. Some fails, trials and tribulations. Let's see what we get. The 500 subscriber. I've got more than 500, but it's the people who look, comment, and you know, they're the people that count, not the numbers. So what I'll do is a random number thing for this when I get the technique perfect, and whoever comments, and I'll even make you one that's personal. So if you want a belt buckle, let me know and I'll do whatever design you want. If you're a gardener, I'll do you one gardening. Just give me an idea on sort of the design and I'll do it. But anyway, I will get on with it, and it is nice to be nice. So guys, you can see that belt buckle 2 idea. This is MDF. I'm going to carve it out of MDF. I know it's quite easy to carve. I've carved some before. And what I'll do, I'm going to cut that out and then mount it on some of that, like that. Another piece. Cat litter for green sand. Don't tell the wife I'm using a pink blender. Well, it was Dylan who used it, not me.
No.
But I've promised that if it breaks, I'll buy a new one. But I think at worst it'll blunt blades, but I doubt it will. But it seems to work quite well. I've got to make that, but first I'm going to do the fun part. So, carving tools, camera set up. Hopefully I'll be able to film it, and I'll put it on fast forward, see how it goes. Hope this one doesn't turn out with an air lip. So that's about that finished. Look at the size. I'm going to give that a go. I've got to make the green sand now, but that's one example. I'm going to try a few other ideas, and might do another couple of different quail. I'd like to do one in flight actually, but I'm thinking about then doing it as a cutout and embossing it onto another piece, which would be thinner. That's 5mm, that's a 3mm. I'd do 2 3mm. But we'll see. Get this one out of the way first. I'll have to make some green sand now. So I did just do another one. sort of from that picture. Obviously it's not the same, but it's just basic basic idea. But that one will be stuck onto that sort of thing, so you've got more depth to it. But now I am going to do the green sand. So that's my bentonite clay, better known as cat litter. It still works. Now, only thing, the blades might be slightly blunter, but I can sharpen it. You think if I put it back in cupboard you'd notice? Although there is lots of green sand videos, you can find out it's about 10:1 mix of very fine silica sand and 10% bentonite clay. Then normally it's made with oil, but I'm doing it with water. You can do it with water, but it just needs to be mixed in very, very gently. Just got, yeah, I've got a little bit more left. I'm going to do 10 kilograms of sand, or 9 kilograms of sand, sorry, to 1 kilogram of that, or just over 1 kilogram of that, and that should be more than enough for what I need, with some to spare. I made green sand. I'm just going to give it a test. It seems to be, consistency's alright, breaks clean, so it's a little bit sticky on my hands. It might be a little bit wet, but I'm going to put it in a plastic bag. I'm not going to be casting this week, but I'm just going to test it on these. Now, this was a wine box. I've just cut it down, strengthened corners up, glued them and screwed them, just so the corners all together. Incidentally, that's not a bad idea. That's like a gold pan thing for belt buckle. So, but hopefully I'll be able to get, well, maybe six buckles in this at a time, at least 4. So I'm going to bash some sand in and see if it'll holds together as I want it to. I won't be doing any casting, but that'll be probably next week. I need to get some talcum powder for a start, but I'm just going to put these in and try it and see what happens. Now what I failed to do was put in some scrolls in the back of there, and that might not work due to the fact that it's got that back on it. It's like an inset, so I'll pop them out, see what we get. I'm sure I can get them out all the same. That was a fail. It fell out, as you probably saw. Try again. It could have, I might not have packed it down hard enough. It could be that, or it could be that they're a little bit too flexible and I squeezed it and it released. I'm going to try again and see how it holds up. Well, it seemed to work a little bit better. I think it's a little bit too dry. A little bit of back fell out. It pulled out here. It might need a little bit more bentonite clay. I've got some mixed enough, but I'm gonna leave that now for this week and try hopefully to get a cast on next week. But I mixed it, but I could always say there's a bit of dry stuff in there. So what I'll do is I'll put that all in a bin liner, and then hopefully it'll even out. And what I'll do is try it again next week and see how I get. So trial and error. Now while I'm saying this, I'm going to mix another couple of kilos. That's how much I've got left to fill that, and I'm sure there's going to be some losses. There's a bit on the floor now, so, but it gives me an idea how it's going to work. See how these come out again. If they come out okay. Better. What I will say is I'm going to have to mix a bit more. I've got that much left. It's a bit on there, but I'm going to mix a bit more as well. As I say, it could be next week.
I think it's a little bit dry, and there's obviously nothing to help that release at the minute. There's no talcum powder or anything, so I'll try it again with the material. You probably can just about see that, but yeah, and them sides are a little bit rough. I want some work on them, but yeah, if at first, but I'll try again next week anyway, and as I say, mix a bit more. I might put a bit more bentonite in it, just a little bit extra. I'm sure that can't hurt because that is sticky.